I really do love that cognitive collaboration video. Every time I'm standing up here and I hear it playing, I have to dance and I have to sing along. That's the way it goes. Welcome back to the broadcast. Thank you so much to all of you for being here with us. Remember to keep reaching out using hashtag CLEUR. We want to hear from all of you on all forms of social media, but we're just glad to have you with us here on the stream. My name is Steve Moulter. So we just played the Innovations for Small Businesses talk that happened on Monday afternoon. Sarah Eccleston, our Managing Director and Global CTO for Commercial and Small Business, and we are going to talk about small business here for the next few minutes as we head toward the 2 o'clock innovation talk with Michael Beasley about transforming your IP infrastructure and leading market disruption. But now first, SP, service providers, who really represent some of the largest enterprises in today's changing world. They're the ones right out there on the forefront, on the precipice of network transformation, which is what's driving the internet of the future. It's new silicon, it's new optics, it's new software, systems, 5G, and here at Cisco, we are addressing all of it. And we're going to talk about that for the next few minutes with one of our great customers, Turkcell. I've got Batur Genç here with me. How are you, Batur?
Good, thank you.
Thanks so much for taking the time to join us in the studio. We appreciate it. You are an IP network manager for Turkcell, which is based in Istanbul, and you are the largest mobile phone operator in Turkey today. Let's start by talking about some of the goals and the vision of Turkcell.
Sure, Turkcell is a converged telecommunication and technology service provider. With headquartered in Turkey, Istanbul, operating in 5 countries. With more than 48 million customers.
Wow, excellent. All right, let's begin with the SPNA. So last year, you signed the very first SPNA with Cisco in EMEA, which is amazing, and thank you. We're glad that you're leading the way on that. What were the key drivers that attracted Turkcell to the SPNA program, and why? Why us?
Okay. Actually, the common challenge of all service provider companies on the industry is that traffic is growing so rapid, but revenue is not that much rapid. And this affects some critical financial KPIs, such as CapEx over revenue or EBITDA. And SPNA helps us in this way. SPNA helps us to keep CapEx investments more flattish. Also helps us to simplify our investment planning strategy. So even with significant traffic growth, we can keep our CapEx more flattish. That allows us to keep investing on more capacity, more new technologies without sacrifice from quality. So we can keep our high quality services with enough capacity without make budgets explode.
Absolutely. So, which easily translates out to what's happening within the customer experience. What does the customer benefit from the SPNA capability?
Actually, we serving our customers voice, data, TV, and value-added services for both mobile and fixed networks. Also, we also offer digital OTT services globally, such as instant messaging, music platform, personal cloud, and we have a huge service variety. So with this such a huge variety, it brings us to big set of different requirements, different network segments, different network technologies, especially an IP network. SPNA helps us to keep everything simplified, keep planning simplified, so we can keep going on investing on new technologies without concerning about complex software licensing models. No need to spend time for this complex, so we can focus on our technologies.
And I wanted to ask you, do you believe that complexity is the largest challenge that you face, or are there other important challenges that SPNA is helping to leap over?
Sure, actually, we all live in a digitalization era now. And in this era, as a problem innovator, Turkcell is enabling digital lifestyle for consumers and also digital transformation for our customers. Our company's vision is superior digital services for better future. So we had a state-of-the-art 4G network now, and we are ready to launch 5G. Also, we are heavily investing on virtualization and cloud technologies. And as I said, also digital OTT services we are really focused on, and we have a big variety of, big portfolio of digital services. For customer experience part of this, we can SPNA helps us to keep it simple, more focused on technology. Instead of investment, budgeting, or licensing models, we have time to spend more focus on technology, improve the technology, improve our services with this huge variety. So customers also benefit from us superior quality services.
So as the 5G rollout continues, let's look at your 12 to 24 month plan, your general scope and your strategy. Right now, we still don't know entirely what 5G is going to look like. We're starting to see aspects and elements of 5G, but we're not 100% sure where it's going. What is the Turkcell plan for the coming 1 to 2 years?
Actually, we are totally ready to launch a 5G network because all elements are, in technical point of view, we are ready. We are just waiting the licensing period. So we are, in next 1-2 years, we are focusing some services of 5G. Of course, it's not 100% ready at the first day with all services. We thought that the key points are NB-IoT is a key driver for 5G. Also, fixed wireless access with 5G is a killer use case of 5G. And beyond that, we are ready to invest on this autonomous cars, low latency applications, which a lot value-added applications and services that makes people's daily life easier.
Excellent. I want to end by talking about the relationship between Turkcell and Cisco. What is particularly unique, why you chose Cisco for partnership in this particular arena, and the type of support that you feel you're getting at Turkcell?
Actually, we've been working with Cisco for so long time. It's always we are being strategic partner with Cisco. It's high quality products. We want to make high quality services, so Cisco is better. With this SPNA model, it also helps us to make longer term plans. It's instead of annual basis planning, with Cisco SPNA model, we can see longer term. We can foresee longer term, so we can make mid-term planning. So it also gives us as agility, and more of that is give space and time to deal with other things.
Last thing that I want to ask you, your golden piece of advice, from your particular perspective, if you're talking to other service provider organizations about their SPNA journey and their experience, what advice can you give them based on your own?
As I said before, the key word is agility for all service provider companies in this era. So with SPNA, it helps you to align your IP network to company's overall technology strategy. So this gives us more agility. It simplifies your planning and operations, and it adds agility to yourself. On the other hand, if you evaluate the SPNA model, SPNA offer effectively, and align it with your investment strategy, you should define a good break-even point. And after this break-even point, it's a commercially and technically true win-win model for both Cisco and the service provider.
Excellent. Batur, it has been such a pleasure to talk to you. Congratulations. Thank you for what you're doing at Turkcell and for the power and the great stories that you're bringing to us here at Cisco. We truly appreciate it. I hope you have an excellent show, and I'm glad that you came in today.
Thank you. It was a pleasure for me.
Thanks so much, Batur. So glad to have you with us here on the stream. We are going to continue talking 5G as the story continues to build and adapt, and as we head toward the new mobile standard. And the more stories that we can hear about this 5G innovation and process, the better. We're going to share one of those stories with you right now. A great company called Resumen. Enjoy the video. We will see you right back here in the studio 2 minutes from now.
So when it comes to different sectors which are already experimenting 5G, it covers every single activity you can imagine, whether it's public sector, private companies. We're already working in Industry 4.0. We're working across automotive, smart agriculture, smart farming. We are also working in the field of education, so you can name it.
5G is very important for mobile industry. We've enjoyed more than 20 years of evolution that has made a massive change to our lives. We're going to be experiencing faster connections. to start, 10 times more than what we are used to experience today with 4G. Latency will go to very, very low figures, 1 millisecond. On top of this, the network will be very flexible. It will be capable to adapt to every service you demand. We will be able to operate in much higher frequencies, which will give us more capacity and faster connections as well.
"5G will bring to the first and exhibition sector quite a lot of things. Firstly, it will provide the speed that we need. We're managing hundreds and thousands of data to provide the service. Also, it's something that we will need for making just not only an exhibition for 1 week, but an exhibition for 365 days per year.
We believe 5G is going to have a very relevant impact on the world economy. The number of 5G users in the following years is going to explode. Basically, around 1/3 of the world population will have access, at least, to 5G.
We are the European leader, managing 138 million mobile customers across our 14 operations, including our joint venture in the Netherlands. Our credentials, having been already the leader over the past years in 4G business, which puts us in a fantastic position to lead the 5G opportunity.
And welcome back. Now we get to talk with one of our favorite partners here at Cisco, Vodafone. I've got Daniel Jimenez, CEO of the Vodafone business here in Spain with me. Hello.
Hello.
I'm so glad you're here today. All right, so Daniel, let's get right to it. There are so many promises surrounding 5G. In a long time coming, what will 5G really mean for businesses?
In my personal point of view, and probably from the Vodafone point of view, 5G represents a new paradigm for how to do business in B2B or in B4B, business for business. In my view, we have the opportunity to change the ecosystem of developers, the ecosystem of platforms, and the ecosystem of telecom. So I think that we have the opportunity to do things that probably 4 years ago, 5 years ago, were unimaginable for companies and both for telcos. So it's a huge opportunity.
Excellent. How are Vodafone and Cisco partnering to create the 5G for the future?
I think that we are in the right model. We are co-creating new services because it's impossible to launch to the market one services being alone. It's impossible. So we are working with you, with Cisco, doing things like, for instance, connecting WebEx with 5G, trying to do how to explode in the case of on the north of Spain, how to do the crops better using both solutions of software and our network, and we are combining platforms. That's the idea.
Give us a great use case for Vodafone here at this point in terms of the development opportunities that you're creating around 5G.
For instance, Spain is a touristic country. More than 80 million of people came to Spain every year to visit us. And we are developing with different mayors, with different cities, how to explode augmented reality or virtual reality to explain better what Spain has in every city, in every museum. It's something simple, it's to understand, it's something different from what we are doing here, and it's something that every city needs. That's one simple example. Other experiences, how to improve surgeons, how to improve medicine, doing things where the latency or the distance, it doesn't matter. Why don't we can use the best surgeon in the world to attend you, independently if he's living in Spain or not? So we are working this, the 5G surgeon is a project, and many things about this.
Excellent. People are paying such close attention to what you're doing at Vodafone. We are as well here at Cisco. I wish we had more time to talk to one another, but thank you again for the great work that you're doing. Thank you again for the great partnership, and we're very excited to see what Vodafone is going to be bringing into the 5G sphere.
Our pleasure, and we find in Cisco the partner we need. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Daniel.
Bye.
We are about 10 seconds out from the next innovation talk. Michael Beasley, our VP and CTO of SP Networking, transforming your IP infrastructure and leading market disruption. Enjoy the innovation talk. We'll see you on the other side.